Um, so, about that Game 4 of the World Series. Tonight was an all-time classic game. Here's the box score. Dodgers scored first in the first to take a 1-0 lead. In the third, they put up another one to make a 2-0 lead. In the fourth inning, the Rays put on a run to make it 2-1. I believe that was, in the bottom of the fourth, Arozarena homered. So now he has the all-time record for most home runs. Actually, before I even get there, there's like a whole bunch of history. We had, in the top of the first, Turner hit a home run. So he's the first player ever in World Series history to hit a home run in the first inning of back-to-back games. And he also has the most home runs in the postseason ever by a Dodger at 12 now. In the third inning, Corey Seager hit a home run to make it 2-0. That tied him with Barry Bonds, Carlos Beltran, Nelson Cruz, and Randy Arozarena for most home runs in a single postseason, 8. Then in the bottom of the fourth, Randy said fuck off and hit his 9th home run of the postseason, making that an all-time record. So now Corey Seager's tied for second with the names I just listed. Top of the fifth, the Dodgers put up another run to make it 3-1. Then in the bottom of the fifth, Hunter Renfroe hit a tank shot to make it 3-2. Top of the sixth, the Dodgers put up another run to make it 4-2. Bottom of the sixth, Brandon Lau took Pedro Baez deep the other way, 3-run shot to take the lead 4-3. Top of the seventh, Dodgers put up 2 more to make it 5-4. Bottom of the seventh, Kiermaier homered to tie it again. Top of the eighth, Seager got a Dodgers scored again at the top of the eighth, a run to make it 7-6. And then in the bottom of the ninth, with 2 outs, first and second, Brett Phillips hit a little single, like line drive to right center. Whoever the center fielder was kind of botched it a little bit, not that it really mattered. Kiermaier scored to tie it, and Arozarena came around, and it's Chris Taylor in center. Came around, did a full-on, like, 8 shit. Just did a barrel roll, like, tumbled and fell and rolled, and then still ended up scoring because of an error. The ball ended up getting away from catcher Will Smith. I assume he's the catcher. I don't know if he was their DH or their catcher. Scored to walk it off. Tie the series 2-2. In just an absolute all-time classic of a game, even without that finish, let alone with the finish. It's unbelievable. Literally, there's a gif of him coming around third.
So the Brewers
full force, helmet comes off, strips, starts stumbling a little bit, trips entirely, falls, rolls, gets back up, starts going back to third, then going back to home and getting in because the ball got away from the catcher.
In game 1, but that doesn't have these players or coaches feeling more at ease about this game or the rest of the series. Sure, it's nice to get the first of 4 wins out of the way,
and
but many
Joe Buck
players
had a pretty solid call of it all for that
same
matter.
Level of focus, intensity, and execution
we're down 3-1 here in
game
game 2.
Game 2, especially since their
probably
opponent is going to be even hungrier for a win here tonight.
For the inning.
Down the third baseline.
Pitching-wise, this has felt like a much more normal postseason. Offensive-wise, it's been more the same. I'm playing beginner. But either way, I'm just not over the ending of that game, that Rays-Dodgers game. Series is tied 2-2. So we got it's a best of 3 now. Games 5, 6, and 7. Rays have one more game of home field advantage. Granted, all of the games are taking place in Arlington, but still, they have one more. If they didn't have home field advantage, they'd win tonight. I don't think.
And that's through for a
bottom of the 9th walk-off. So they get one more bottom of the 9th game. And this was their bullpen game too. They sent their bullpen game out there. Yarborough started the game, pitched like 3 or 4 innings, but that was the plan. He's going to go 3-4 tops and then go to the pen. Stable, as they call it. I didn't know that until today.
He's fallen behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and
the Stanton special, the slider down in the way.
Punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game. First delivery to him on the way.
All right, this is your last batter, no matter what happens. So make it count.
Well below the nose, laid off on the changeup there. Count is 1-2 now.
I mean, a slider down and away is hard to hit in general if it's coming out
Judge,
of the hands of, you know, single-handed pitchers.
Right side.
Oh my God, Corbin.
And that is into right field, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard.
All right.
Now.
Well,
now batting.
Hey, don't sleep on first base. I know they call third base the hot corner, but there's some bullets.
Yoshioka likes lefties, correct? No, he doesn't. Okay, perfect. Suitor, you're up.
Good effort on the dive right there, but batter singles.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
Stepping in now, Kyle
Yoshioka.
Yoshioka, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This is on the ground over to first. There is Jerko. Throw on the first.
Good boy, Suitor.
The Yankee threat goes by.
So game 5 tomorrow, then an off day.
Sunday. Garcia is going to come on
Game 6
bench.
Tuesday, potentially.
I
I mean, one way or another, game 6 can be a clincher for someone. Because someone has to win tomorrow.
This is line to left.
And then, if necessary, game 7 Wednesday.
One away.
Now
Now in the
batting.
box, Tyrone
center
Taylor. Hit in
And
2 at-bats for
as
him at
much
this
as it's
point
been
in
a
the
short
ballgame.
season, at the end of the day,
Pulled
hopefully
high
they
in
don't
the
think
air out
they
to
don't
left
consider
field.
these expanded playoffs to be a regular thing. Like they don't implement it next year.
Frazier is going to get there as he backs
But
up
at the
to
very
put it
least,
away,
I don't think
and
there will be an
are 2
asterisk
gone now.
on the season for whoever wins it.
The
Dodgers
batter,
and Rays,
number
both
2.
teams have the
Luis
best
Urias.
records in their
0 for
respective
2
leagues.
from him so far in
AL
this
and
one.
NL's best.
Urias.
And they're putting on a show right now in this series. Damn, I was hoping that would stay for a
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guys coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
Although I still,
And
part of me is
foul,
starting
though
to
it
think
had
that if the
home run
Rays
distance.
didn't have to play it didn't play the Astros, if they played someone else,
This is
and
line to left.
won in less than 7
And
games,
he'll get there in
I'm
plenty
wondering
of
if
time
they
to
would be
put
better
this one
suited
away,
up. Like I
and
can't
that
tell. 'Cause some
ends
teams, not having to go through such an extensive series as they did with the Astros going all 7.
Your
Pitch from the
attention,
bullpen now to start inning
Now
number
pitching
7.
Would that have benefited them to not
Jordan
play them?
Montgomery
Would it have
Oh,
benefited
one's
them
the
to play the
count.
games they beat in
Swings
5
and
games?
misses at that one at
What?
strike 1. And
know.
it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count. And the pitch.
Oh boy, Ray.
Not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Gio Urshela
third baseman.
comes on with 1 gone here as he
Gio
looks at a called strike
Urshela.
1. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're
Ray Black is
frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
So he sets him down swinging.
My people ask me
Gio
tonight, you want the
Urshela
Rays
down
doing?
for out
Absolutely,
number
I do.
2
The
in
team's
the
fun to
top
watch.
half.
Just because they're an AL East team, not named the Red Sox, doesn't mean I can't cheer for them.
Behind
The
0-1.
AL East team I won't cheer for is the Yankees for obvious reasons.
Got him. And he
Ray
goes
Black
down on
absolutely
strikes
dealing.
for the 3rd time.
100 on the paint corner there.
3 up, 3
Ready to
down.
go.
I think that was an immaculate inning. I could be wrong. But yeah, no, I don't give a shit if the Rays are an AL East team. They're a fun team.
Start things out
Leading
here
off.
in the
I didn't like the
bottom of
08
number
Rays,
7.
but
The right fielder.
this
Outfield
team's more
shaded
fun than the
toward right
08 Rays.
center. Here's the first pitch.
Yelich.
And he fouls this one off.
But what was I gonna say? And people are like, yeah, you
Into
want the Rays to win?
windup,
Like,
here
yeah.
comes the
Don't get me
0-1.
wrong.
And he turns on
Get
one,
out,
sending
ball.
it
Nope,
high
missed it.
and deep to
I
right.
want
And he's going to have room to put
Mookie
this
Betts,
one
Joe
away,
Kelly, and David
and
Price.
that's
I
the
very
first
much
out.
like them. Former Red Sox, I like them
Now
in general.
batting.
Here's Jed
So
The
I'm,
first baseman.
if they get rings, I will be
Yeah.
fine with that. I'll be happy with that.
Infield in the
Mookie
Betts is my
shift
favorite player
here
on
now
top of
the
that.
pitch.
If Mookie
Right
Betts were not
through
on the
here,
Dodgers,
he's
0-1.
0-1.
I would not want the
Hey,
Dodgers
this
to win the
pitcher
World
better
Series.
be careful right
I don't
here.
even know if David Price
My
will
man
get a
at the
ring if they
plate
win
is
it all
not
to the opposite
trying
out
to
of the
push
season, but
something to the opposite field.
that's besides the point.
And he takes a
Just
big
missed it.
swing at
Should've
that
power
one as
swung.
this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left
No,
field.
Jed Jerko got all of it.
Gone!
Randy, who
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league
Now
knows
batting.
you gotta
Second
start with the
baseman.
numero uno,
That's
number
it.
1,
One-run
man.
game.
You got to get on the heater and
You're
adjust to
up.
everything
Damn.
else, and he did just that.
Stanton has a read on it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
I might go to Ray Black for another inning. I'm not gonna lie. How much he tore it up last inning.
The left fielder. Number
Here's
8.
Ryan Braun now.
Ryan.
No hits in
Ready
2
for all
trips
as
to the
well.
plate for him in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ooh.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to
0-1's the
begin
count.
the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Looks like he's got a good feel
So yeah,
for
no
that
Mookie, and I would not want the
fastball
Dodgers
this
to
far
win.
into
So
the game.
overall, I
He's
don't
used
really
it
want them to
really
win still.
effectively tonight.
And
Just
solid
wouldn't hate it
contact
if he
there
gets
as
a
this
ring.
ball is belted high in the air out to
Brian
left.
Braun, a
That
game-tying
one is
home run here in
outta
Game
here.
2.
This game is tied.
That's Mr. Brewer right there.
Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined.
Yelich may be the face of the franchise
today.
now,
What
but
are
that doesn't
your
mean that this
thoughts,
kid
guys?
wasn't for a while.
Yeah,
He
Matty,
was taking
one of the
steroids
things
like
you
a
look for when you
jackass.
come to a Brewers game in Miller Park, you want to see Bernie Brewer go down the
Now
slide.
batting,
And Bernie
number
Brewer's
25.
fanny's got to be a little bit sore after this one.
Damn, one of my favorite places. to
Now
work.
Nottingham
I
into the
always
gap.
Felt like great.
And this is
For
going
a
to get
two-out
down
double.
for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a
Third
two-out
baseman,
double.
number 3.
Oh,
Orlando.
they intentionally walked
Man, I don't
Garcia,
think he
whatever.
could have dissected
I don't
those
like
fielders
pinch hitting.
any better
Although,
if he tried.
I don't
Drove
like
that
pinch
one
hitting
into
against
the
the
alley.
lefty, having
Now
already
indication from the
used
dugout that
Avisail
they'll issue
Garcia.
the free pass, and with the pitcher on
Because I don't
deck,
necessarily
that'll
wanna go to
force their
Vogelbach right
hand
now.
here with 2 gone.
Maybe I'll go to Eric Sogard.
Your
Eric
attention,
Sogard
please.
will come on to pinch
Pinch
hit
hitting
here
for
in a
the Brewers.
big spot.
Come on,
Number
nerd power.
7, Eric Sogard.
Now he spins on one
Oh,
here
my.
and drives it to deep right field.
Sogard off the
And-
bench.
Oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet.
A
It's off the
go-ahead
wall.
RBI double.
Boy, those have to feel really
How
good.
about
You
that?
get late
Now
in the
batting.
game, you come up with
The
a big
center fielder.
RBI base hit right here.
Tyrone.
That Freddie
Your
Peralta
team
can sit
to
on
lead.
down.
Yeah,
before
no
the
one
game.
remembers
Warm
that
up.
ground ball with
Now,
eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to
Number
show up when
85.
the game is on the line.
I would
Can you
absolutely
quiet
walk
your
him right now
emotions
for
down, take the crowd
Urias
out
on
of
deck.
it, and slow yourself down enough to come
Taylor's
through,
a
and
much
that's
better
exactly
hitter
what
with
we
better
did.
speed for that
Luis
matter.
Sessa comes on now.
But granted, you don't want to load the
looking for final out of
bases
inning
and
to
put
strand
speed
the
on
2
first at the
runners
same
in scoring
time.
position. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the
that's not
air
out.
and deep to center field.
Oh, it is.
On into the
A
home
3-run
plate.
shot, Tyrone
Oh,
Taylor, and it's a
home
3-run
run.
lead. His second of the game. Or no, yeah, his second of the game.
So a 3-run shot to left center, his second of the game.
And
as
just
it
like
is
that,
now
Corey
7-3.
Knebel's going to sit back down. And Freddie
The
Peralta
batter,
might
number
actually be
2.
warming up after all.
Shortstop, Luis Urias.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Frazier is there to put it away and
But a
finally
huge inning. As we take the lead, and Freddie Peralta's going to come in and pitch.
Freddie Peralta been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Leading off for the Yankees, the third baseman, DJ
Wind up
LeMahieu.
and the 0-1. Good curveball
0-2.
there, gets the swing and miss.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down, got him down 0-2.
Ooh, he was very
I think
late
he
on
can
that.
pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Line to the right
Nice.
side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough
Now
first out.
batting, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
Voigt stands in
0-1.
as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting
Count,
on the off
0-2.
speed because he was so late on that first pitch either.
Takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up
Pretty
next for the
clear he
Yankees,
didn't like the call there
The
on
right
the
fielder,
outside part of the plate,
Aaron
but probably too good to take,
Judge.
and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the
Issue is
black.
I do not
Beautiful
have a
pitch. And
slider
even
to
if
go
we
to
had
for
robot arms, he'd
Giancarlo
still be
Stanton
out.
if I
But
stick
the only
with Crawford
difference
for
would
another
be
inning, or if
he
Judge
wouldn't be
gets
able
hit
to
here.
complain about it.
2
And
strikes.
it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Swing and a miss
boy,
for
Freddie.
strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time. In is Christian Yelich.
Leading
It
off
was a
for the
fly out
Brewers.
for him in
Yelich,
his
come
last
on,
The
let's
right
get off the
fielder.
struggle bus,
Ready
shall
to
we?
deliver.
Christian.
Here's the first pitch. Yanked
Yelich.
high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball.
Oh my
And it's fouled
God.
away.
That's how I know he's in a forced slump. When you throw a hanging slider at 85 there and I foul it off.
And he fouls this one off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2
No,
count.
not let
Peter
alone
caught
back-to-back
too much of the
pitches.
zone.
In that location. Oh my
And he turns
God.
on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Not surprisingly
No, he
here, this
doesn't
is
fucking
on the
ground
ground
out.
to the right side. And
Got
that's
him.
the first out.
The first baseman, number 5.
So digging in now, Jed Jerko.
I really don't know if he's going to hit
Solo
the 50
shot
home
for
run,
him
100
in his
RBI mark.
last at bat.
The last
100 runs
at-bat,
scored, I
Matty
should-
D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't
Should
miss
say.
it. Let's see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Here's a shot
I mean,
to
Jed
left
Jerko's doing his
field
part, though.
and deep. Look at this.
Unbelievable.
Onto
Why
the
pitch to
grill
him?
deck and gone.
I really like Jed
The
Jerko's
Weiser
swing, not gonna lie.
answers the call
Now
now,
pitching
looking to
for
get
the
this one onto the 9th inning
Number
without any
43,
trouble. And that'll bring up
Jonathan
Keston Huron.
Loaizaga.
As he'll
Oh,
go after
wow.
the first pitch
Oh,
to him
one's
and
the
comes
count.
up empty. It's strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This
Damn
is
it.
hit high in the air
Oh,
out
here's
toward
Pike
left
cooling
center.
off now.
Frazier
Jed Jerko's
will
winning
raise
all
to
the
his
MVPs,
left as
just
he tracks this
all
one
the
down in
MVPs.
left center for the second out of the inning.
That's confirmed.
The left fielder,
Ready for
number
another
8.
shot now. Ryan
Ryan.
Braun. He's coming off
Braun.
a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, Matt, and that last at-bat, that
That was
was
a
a pretty
hanger.
good
I'm
pitch.
so
The
pissed I
fastball
missed
down
that.
in a way that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. It's the Brewers 8 and the Yankees 3. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's the one to start off the 9th
Leading off
inning
for the
with his
Yankees,
guys in danger
the
of
center
going
fielder,
down
number
2 games to
7.
none.
I feel bad for Dave Roberts because, like,
If they can't rally.
Giancarlo.
this loss
First
was
off,
far
on
from
its
his
way.
fault.
And we kick off the
I mean, if he brought in Ryan
swinging
Madison
strike
instead of
here,
Kenley
nothing in
Jansen
one.
in the 9th, you know, that's like, at that point, you're like, yeah, what the fuck's wrong with Dave Roberts?
Changeup
You know,
gets him out in front.
Kenley Jansen is not the Kenley Jansen of old,
Strike 2.
but
88
he
on
is
a
still the
changeup.
guy you have to go
I
to in a
remember when an
situation like
88
that.
mile an
You
hour
already went to
fastball
Graterol,
wasn't all that bad. Man, the game's changing.
Got him
so
to miss the breaking ball there.
Now
Giancarlo
batting.
Stanton
you can't.
comes the first out of the
Neighbor.
inning.
he played his best hand,
Torres.
as best he
Down,
could.
he
He has
takes
been
a cold
pushing all the
strike.
right buttons. He came back from a 3-1 deficit against the
And he
Braves.
gets him to
A
swing
hot
through
Braves
that
team
one.
is
He's
that.
in control 0-2.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try
So-
and take one part of the field
You know,
out
Braves
of play,
team
and
that
just
going
work
into
the
that,
ball up
you
the
know,
middle
that
the
game
other
5
way.
when they were up
It's
3-1,
extremely difficult when you guys throw 'em
had
this
lost
hard
one
to stay
postseason
back
game
on
at
a
that
breaking
point.
ball. You either
So-
commit and be all in on a fastball,
Now batting.
or try and
But
find
at the
a
same
way
time,
to
if he
work the
doesn't,
ball the
if
other way to
the
keep you
Rays
back
win the
on
World
the
Series
field.
now, like say they win the next 2 games or the Rays win it in
2
7,
out,
regardless of
nobody
how
on.
much, you know, the Rays, if they win it in 6 or
And
7,
this is swung
you know,
on
0-2.
and missed.
either
So
team
now
can win
they
it in
find
6 or 7 now.
themselves down to their
But if the
final
Rays win it in
strike
6 or
tonight.
7,
Yankees,
Dave
good
Roberts'
night.
job may very well be terminated. You know?
So the Brewers
And that
to a
sucks
World
for him
Series
because he's-
championship, guys.
Yeah, another
You know,
impressive
yeah,
win
he's had
puts
some
them
past
up
failures, but in
2-0 as
2017
this
he went
fall
up against
classic
cheaters.
will shift
In
to a new
2018,
venue now.
he went up against a
They will
monster of
certainly
one of the
enjoy
greatest,
their
literal
day
the
of
greatest
rest
teams of
before
all
they have to
time, like
gear it up
one of,
again for Game
not saying
3.
the, but one of the greatest Red Sox
And
team of
now
all time,
what
but
about
one of
the
the greatest
Yankees?
teams of all time.
Man, they're
You know,
facing
obviously
some
the
long odds,
98
having
Yankees
to
stand
win
out.
4
and
and
the-
5 now, Matty D. But if they could just
I can't
grind
think
out
off the
a
top
win
of my
in
head, but
Game
there's
3,
like 2 or
the
3
math
other
would
teams that
start
are
to
above
look a
that
little bit
18
better.
Red Sox
I
team.
look for
This
them
Red Sox, that,
together
that
themselves
18 Red Sox
to
team
come out
is a
swinging
top
in
5
the
team of
next
all time.
couple of days.
Statistically speaking, like literally, you look at, they won 108 and then 11 more in the postseason, so 119 altogether. That's, I think, either 3rd or 4th all time when it comes to combined wins. Damn, down 3-1 again. So, you know, Roberts went up against some shit. And yeah, that World Series with the Red Sox, he did push some wrong buttons. He kept bringing in Ryan Madson with inherited runners and blowing it. But at the same time, like, and then last year too, they, you know, lost to the Nationals. But that's the last 5 years now.
Let's go
If they-
down
so
to the field with Heidi
2019.
Watney for a report
So
on what
if
she took away
the
from
Dodgers
her talks
lose
with
the World
players.
Series this
Heidi?
year, which sucks for them, don't get me wrong. But if they lose the World Series this year, the last 5
Off for
years
Milwaukee.
they've made the
second
postseason
baseman.
each
Ready.
year
Here's the
Captain
and
first
lost to
offering.
the eventual
You're
winners.
Hard on the ground towards short.
2016 they lost to the Cubs in the NLCS. Cubs won the World Series. 2017, they were in the World Series, and 18 in the World Series, lost to the
first
Astros.
baseman, number 5.
2019, they got bounced out by the Nationals. Now this year, it's either they win it all or lose. Winners.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
So yeah.
Dan, that can't bother you
I don't know, I
too
feel
much
for
as a
Roberts.
pitcher. The guy swinging first pitch.
The left
No,
field
one of the
number
things you
8.
want to do, D-Rose, you
Ryan
have to try to get ahead with the
Braun.
first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 2 down.
Oh, what's nice though is I have a DH in my lineup, which means
Now batting.
Standing in,
The catcher.
Omar Narvaez.
Omar.
Last time he was hit by
oh, they hit you with a pitch, did they?
First offering on its way. Lined hard toward right center.
They can pay for that.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Nice little
So
2-out
now
double
they'll
there.
have 2
Second,
men in
third,
scoring
no,
position
2 outs
following the 2-out double.
for my DH.
Now
Finally,
batting.
a little something
Designated
for
hitter.
them to get excited about.
Daniel.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a
Vogelbach.
single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They
Oh my
struggled to
God!
produce a lot of
It was a
runs,
hanger, but it was a
there
little
he
to
is
the
at
side.
second base.
That's
A
annoying.
shot to the outfield.
Wow, my guys
scores him.
combined
Then who
3
knows
guys
what
combined
kind of role
speed
they-
17.
And the right fielder is there to
Sickening.
make the catch.
Sickeningly slow. All right.
Stepping in,
Small's
Gary
out of energy.
Sanchez.
He's literally
Here
out
we
of
go.
energy.
For the
What's
Yankees.
107.
So
Why
The
the fuck is
catcher.
he in this game?
Gary.
Brent Suter enters to do the
Sanchez.
pitching in the
Suter,
bottom of the
warm-up.
Your
sixth.
attention, please.
Audio.
Now pitching for the Brewers.
First
Number
pitch
35.
coming, here it is.
Brent Suter.
The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike,
to
and
the
now
count.
it's 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beauty. They call it the great
Nice.
equalizer for a reason.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Really good late
Number
bite on
29.
that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going,
That
it's
curveball
a
is really
great
pretty
strikeout
sometimes, not
pitch.
gonna lie.
Behind 0-2 now. The bouncer to the left side. Garcia gloves it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
I really wouldn't hate. This is totally random, but I'm just thinking about this. I really wouldn't hate a
Now
shutdown
batting. The
like
designated
we had
Ready
back
to
in the
deliver.
spring.
Here's the first pitch.
You know, like,
Frazier is in with 2 away now.
if I had to work from home, that's
strike
like, I
1.
can make that as unfortunate as that would be.
1-1 the count to
You know, that
Clint
would still
Frazier.
be
I got a
fine.
ball,
but,
one
Prior
strike.
history in this matchup. He's 2
I'd
for
have
3.
plenty to occupy myself with. As long as I
Hit
could
the
still
other way
like,
out toward
and
right
there's no
field.
one that could really tell me
Yelich is
no.
under it.
Go out
Makes
for
the
drives.
catch,
I'm like,
and
you know, I
that'll
won't go
retire the
anywhere, not
side.
into any business or be in a house where they might have more than 10 people.
New inning set to get
Leading off for
underway,
Milwaukee.
and
Just
stepping
hop in
up
the car,
is the
go for a drive.
shortstop, Orlando Arcia. Ready
Arcia.
with the first pitch. Here it comes. It's a high fly
Just
ball
missed
headed
that
for
one.
the
That would've
left
been
field
insane if Arcia
corner. If
went
it
deep.
stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly.
I still
to
have yet to
start
finish
the
Final
inning
Fantasy
instead
VII.
of
I
foul
haven't played
ball.
that since the spring. Pokemon Sword.
There's a swing, and he sends a
That's
ball
not
high
gone,
in
but
the air
man.
into left field.
Oh my God, it is.
Gone
That one stayed fair.
to lead off the inning.
Orlando Arcia making it a
That
one-run
bomb
game.
didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good. They can come back.
Surprised they're sticking with Tanaka. 90 pitches.
Now
At
batting.
the
Still
plate
green for
now,
energy.
The center
Tyrone
fielder.
Taylor.
It's getting late.
Tyrone.
Now this one is
Taylor.
blasted
Orlando
to
Arcia and
left
Tyrone
field,
Taylor
and
going
there's
back to back
no
to tie
doubt
it up.
about it. Back-to-back jacks.
I mean, you have to love the World Series. What a game we have right now. Home run ties it late. Place is going
Sit down, Ray
absolutely
Black, and
bananas.
warm
Would
up
you
D.
rather
Williams.
be
Now batting.
anywhere else?
The third baseman.
And they'll bring forth Luis
Urias.
Reese
Urias.
has not been having a good postseason.
As he'll send a ground ball down to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And
But he
no
beats
chance
that
at
out for a
recovery
base hit,
here,
so that's
as
good.
Despite a great effort that time, they won't get an
Christian
out
Yelich
on the
has
play.
not been having a
Right
good
fielder.
postseason either.
Christian Yelich.
He needs to get his shit together.
And here's Christian Yelich now. Now
There
a
we go.
swing And a deep drive to
Very
right.
high. And Christian Yelich has given us the lead into the second deck.
Gone. A two-run shot that
Might not have
gives
gone
them
that
the
far,
lead.
but it went
This
very
is gonna
high.
be one of those moments we look back on in a couple of years when we relive this World Series.
To the
That
moon.
swing of the bat late in the game to take the lead, huge blow.
It's like the one time I didn't want to see that camera angle. I love that camera angle, but that's the one time I didn't
Ladies and
want to see
gentlemen,
Here comes the
Let's see
Yankee
the
skipper
exit.
on his way to the
Launch angle.
mound.
42 degrees.
Now pitching
Looking
for
to the
the Yankees.
bullpen here.
42
so
degree
it would
launch
appear
angle,
that's
that's
all for
insane.
his starter tonight.
Jonathan.
So we'll leave after
Holder.
6 rather nondescript innings of work as he stands to be
Yelich
the
and
loser
Hira
in this
back-to-back
one.
for a 3-run lead.
Gone. Back-to-back
Fourth
jacks
home run of the
on
inning. Second of the game for Hira.
pitches.
Ties
Fans
Randy
are getting plenty
Arozarena.
of souvenirs today.
9
That's
home runs.
The 5th ball we've
Although
seen
Ted
clear
Jerko now holds
fence
the
by
record.
just
The first
this
baseman
one
with a
lineup
fuck ton.
alone.
And I can only speak from my own past experiences.
Making another one.
And crushes it. Oh my, there is no
3 in a
doubt
row.
about
Yelich,
this one.
Hira,
And they've done it again.
Jerko, who adds one more to his fuck ton.
Back home runs.
This is the 4th home run of the inning. I'm sorry, 5th home run of the inning.
The left fielder, number 8, Ryan.
Here's Ryan Braun now. A swing.
6th
and
home run
there
of the
it
inning.
goes.
4 in a
Forget
row.
about it. This is going to be back to back.
That's way
to
out of there.
back
I
to
told you, I can't
back
wait to take
home
advantage of
runs.
this small-ass ballpark, although granted, that was a tank shot. 446 for Braun.
Ryan
Your
Braun with
attention,
the
please.
solo home run.
Now
His
pitching for
3rd
the
home run of
Yankees.
this series.
Blow it the
and
fuck
they
open,
open it
Bruno.
up to 8-3.
Adam.
Adam Ottavino comes on now.
Ottavino.
He'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. There's a swing and a high
Still
deep
nobody out in the
drive
inning.
headed for the right field corner.
So we're going to
1
bat
for 2
around
in the
because
ball game thus
Garcia
far.
let off with a dinger.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. 8 runs on 12 hits. 1 error thus far in the game.
4
for Milwaukee.
booming home runs in a row. 6 in the inning.
There
7
it goes.
home runs in the inning.
And are you kidding me?
And 5 home runs
Pencil
in a
it
row.
into the history books. Another home run.
450 to dead center.
Almost
That's
can't
for hitting
believe
him.
I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs, and
That's
that's what
hit
we
the
saw.
back.
Yeah,
That's
Dan, you know
insane.
this as a pitcher. You can mishit a ball, and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did
Now
an
batting,
excellent job of
the designated
changing their
hitter,
approach and getting balls in the
Daniel
air.
Vogelbach.
Dan Vogelbach is next.
Damn.
Liner
Vogelbach
toward right
has the
center.
power to go deep, but
And this
well, got
is
overset
into
though.
the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
Standing double
And
for
he'll pull into
Vogelbach.
second here with nobody out.
And just to think this could all have been very different if
The batter.
In
they
now,
didn't follow that
Orlando
ground ball by
Arcia,
Urias.
who
And he
went
didn't
deep
need
last
base
time
hit.
up.
He let off
Last
the inning
at
with a
bat
solo
when he
shot
went
and nobody
deep,
out
he
still,
turned
so
around
9
a
straight
pretty
hits.
good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move
That's
that
baseball,
ball
baby.
up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down
Take
the middle
advantage of their
the plate.
shitty pitching and their ballpark. 9 straight hits, nobody out still. Oh
it
my
looks
God,
like
he
a
fooled
visit
me
to
with
the
that.
video
Oh,
room
and
will be in
two.
order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
As a look, now the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stanton has a read on it.
Someone stepped out of the room to grab a drink, came
And
back. They'd
that's
see RC
first
making the
down of
first
the
out of the
inning.
inning. He'd be like, why the fuck did that take so long?
Now
Trying to
batting,
pick
the
things up
center
where we
fielder,
left off.
Tyrone
Taylor. It was a solo
Taylor.
shot for him in his last at-bat.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he can hit one. He got a fastball that he
All of a
liked,
sudden, I
and he
think the
turned
50
that
home
thing
run mark
around
might
and
be
it got
back
out
in
of here
play.
a hurry.
100 runs scored. Big maybe.
0-1, here it comes. Swing
Okay.
and oh my. Hit him with the high.
Tyrone Taylor with his 2nd home run of the
and
inning.
out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed.
Your
Luis
attention,
Sessa
please.
comes on to pitch now.
Now
hoping for
pitching
better
Luis
results than
Urias
the
and
other
Daniel
arms that
Vogelbach
they've
are the
run
only
out
ones
here
to not have a
tonight.
home run
In
in
now,
this inning.
Luis Urias.
That's
Now that ball is smoked. Carrying
Nah,
to
that's
deep
not going.
left.
He's jogging.
Stanton's back to
Almost
the
had
track as he takes it for out number 2.
Now
And it's
batting,
Christian Yelich
the right
who
fielder,
comes into this appearance in the
Christian
midst of a 1-for-4
Yelich.
day. He's set. Here it comes. And right into
Foul.
the shift. But a foul ball here. 0-1.
Wake up, Mr. Yelich.
Now here's the pitch.
Oh my
Fouled
God,
away.
he's still not awake. Had a damn 2-homer game with him in San Diego, and I think of the last game of the series. Still wasn't enough.
The 0-2 delivery.
Okay, there we go.
Swing and a drive to
Yelich
right.
with his
There
2nd
it
home run of
goes.
the inning.
Into the second deck
That
and
one was
gone.
way out of here. The last one he hit was high, not so deep. This one was not as high.
This lineup, 10 home runs in the game.
10 home runs in the game, 9 in
a team knocking that many balls out of the park.
Yeah, hey, Matty V, this big ballpark in the Bronx has that short porch in right field, D-Row. You can hit the ball out of just about any part of this ballpark.
Yeah, this place plays sneaky.
I think I had a 10 home run game in Dodger Stadium as well.
But right field is
so between these two games, that's 20
As a right-handed hitter, you don't feel like you have to cheat. Not surprised by what we saw today.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hard on the ground towards short. Torres picks it up. Throw not in time.
Way to beat that out, Keston. For an infield
now
hit.
batting, the first baseman.
100 hits is probably for sure on the table.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
Jed's not beating this out.
Diving effort as it's off his glove.
That was very close, though.
Managed to get the out on
Anyone else on the team beats that out.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box.
So we will go
he leads
to
off this half inning
leading
in what
off
they hope
for
to be
the
a
Yankees.
rebuttal to all
Claudio
those
for the
runs
seventh.
they
Second
just
baseman.
gave up.
Well, I think mentally they need to get one or two of these runners back right here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
just getting on the
your
board after
attention,
getting
please.
socked in the mouth by
Now
the
pitching for
opposing team
Milwaukee.
can lift the team up a bit. Let's see if they can string something together.
Behind 0-2
Claudio.
now. Oh, and he misses it.
You gonna pick that up, Nabel? I mean,
Throw
Nabel.
in time as he's called
Jerko?
out on a bang-bang play
What
at
the
first.
fuck?
Up next for the Yankees, the first
delivery
baseman.
to him on the way. Luke Voigt is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. Claudio has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace
Part of
of
me almost
play
wants to do a
initiatives.
bullpen game.
3 runs,
Freddie Peralta
7
start.
hits, and 2 errors for the Yankees to
Get
this
him
point.
4 innings in there. Go to Ray Black for the 5th. Claudio for the 6th.
And the slider gets
Claudio
him
for the
swinging,
5th.
2
Black
gone.
for the 6th.
Well, we've
Williams
seen
for
some
the
really
7th,
good pitching
Knebel
from
for the
these
8th.
guys in this one. The
Up
bullpen
next
is
for
really
the
sharp and backed up a nice
left
effort
fielder.
turned in by the starter.
Giancarlo
These days, pitching has become a full
Stanton.
staff effort, and I've been impressed
I mean,
with the
in
job
real
these
life
guys
this year,
have done
Stanton
so
went absolutely off in the postseason.
far.
However,
Here it comes.
not
0-2.
so much here.
Hits this one hard
Postseason
the
will
other
see
way.
it continue.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Damn, I took my sweet time
Tag,
throwing that
and
ball
they'll
in.
get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the
I was
Bombers.
scratching my legs. I figured, he's got a single, whatever.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the left fielder.
Standing
number
in
8.
now, Ryan
Ryan
Braun.
Damn.
Popped him
Braun.
up. Torres has a play. 1 away.
The batter, the
Next
catcher.
for Milwaukee, Omar
Actually,
Narvaez,
it's a different
Narvaez.
coming off a
Peralta.
solo homer in his previous trip.
Boy, this guy right here in
For
that
the 8th and
last
9th.
AB. How about straightaway center field? He hits it.
Yeah, that was a
Here's a
tank
fly
shot by
ball, well
Narvaez.
hit.
Narvaez
Judge is
was
going
last at
back.
bat.
On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting,
Now
designated
at the
hitter.
plate, Daniel
Daniel
Vogelback. He reached on an
Vogelback.
error and later scored his last time up. This is driven to right.
Wow,
and
deep
no
into the New
doubt
York night for
about it,
Vogelbach.
That one's
Third
way
deck
outta
almost.
Here.
So now that's Luis Urias is the
I
only
think
one in
if
the
this
lineup got a
pitch
home
would
run.
have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he
Your
left this
attention,
one
please.
belt high. Big
Now
mistake.
pitching for the
He's a
New
guy
York
that will
Yankees.
feast on belt high
Number
pitches
43.
on the inner half,
Got it
which is
there.
pretty obvious now.
Low,
Next
ice
to
the
bat,
guy.
Orlando Arcia.
0-1
No
the
balls
count.
and a strike to count.
You don't want to put this lineup against that pitching in
Now
this
pitch on the
ballpark.
way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field.
Orlando fucking
And it's
Arcia.
outta here.
That's 2 home runs this game.
Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the
Okay,
lineup.
yeah, 50 home runs.
Let's see if he
I'm
can
sorry,
rebound.
The center
To
fielder.
plate now,
Damn.
Tyrone
Tyrone
Taylor. Pitch popped up.
Taylor.
Sanchez is there. And that ends the inning. Bottom of inning number
Leading
8
off
set to
for
go.
the Yankees.
Next it'll be the outfielder,
right fielder.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron.
Freddie Peralta is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the
Your
bottom
attention,
half of the
please.
8th.
Fucking
And
now
that's in
pitching
for a
for the
base hit. He's
Brewers.
2 for 4 now.
Number
With
51.
that, the Yankees have put their
Ready.
leadoff hitter
How about
aboard
this
to
move?
start out the inning. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres.
0-1.
Fastball is swung
Up
on
next
and
for
missed.
the
Good
Yankees.
location down at
The
the knees
shortstop.
for strike one.
Laser.
He takes something off
Go
there. He's got
Red.
way out in front for
That's a
strike
ball.
two. Yankee shortstop behind
One
in
ball,
the count 1-2.
two strikes.
Fouled off.
Not a good pitch.
Judge on at first, nobody out. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. There's one. Throw on to first, won't be in time.
But you get
so
the
they
lead
just
runner.
get
That's
the
an
one
impressive
there.
play. Probably a stupid one, but it
Now
worked out.
batting, center fielder.
First pitch on
Aaron.
its way.
Hicks.
Runners on first with one down. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Ooh,
High
that's
and
not a
deep
good
to
curveball.
right. A ball
It's
that's
not going to
carrying.
go out, but
He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying
Now
to move
batting.
up. He's
The
set
catcher.
and the pitch.
Gary.
Sanchez
0-1's the count.
is in the
Sanchez.
2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
0-2's the count.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez. Got him
boy,
swinging,
Freddie.
and that will end the inning. At the plate, Luis Urias. He
Leading off
flew
for the
out in his
Brewers.
last at-bat.
The third baseman, number
Ready
2.
with the first pitch. Here
Luis
it comes.
Urias.
oh my God, I said
Swing
fuck it, and I'm going to power swing with him.
drive to left.
Everybody in my lineup has a home run this game.
And it's gone as they add still another.
445 for Urias.
Hey, in today's game of extreme velocity,
My
if
God.
you have mediocre stuff, you
Ladies
cannot
and
miss
gentlemen.
over the hard.
I got to double check this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 home runs as a team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, all 9 guys have home runs now.
Your
Plate,
attention,
you
please.
have to nibble at the
Now
corners.
pitching for
He
the
wasn't
Probably the
able
first
to
time
do that.
ever
He
in
paid the
history that's
ultimate
ever
Number
happened,
price.
57.
let alone in the World
Into the
Series.
box,
Yeah.
Christian Yelich.
Green.
As he lifts it in the air to right field. Judge is under it. One down.
I cannot fucking believe Luis Urias on a power swing went.
Up next for Milwaukee.
At the plate,
The second
Keston
baseman.
Hiura. One runner
Keston
and one gone so far
Hiura.
this inning. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Damn, that's a pitch he usually likes to go down and get.
Green is one of those guys who just
Pretty
seems
late
to
on
be
him.
at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring
Well, there's probably not much
position,
pressure when you're
tight
down
game,
12.
Tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by
really not any
the
trouble
pitchers
either, again, when you're
before you,
down
or
12.
Sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless.
And now, meanwhile, here's a ball headed out toward
Even
deep
then,
left center field, and
make it
this
13
is
is a good
going
measure.
to
Beyond
clear
the
the
bullpen.
wall. A home run.
Third home run of the game for Keston Hiura at
If
his
you would
name
have
of
told
history
him when he
books.
woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Up next for Milwaukee. The first baseman, Jed Jerko.
Stepping in now, Jed Jerko. And it's fouled away. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Now this one is blasted
My
to
God.
left field, and
Jed
there's
Jerko doing his
no
best Joey
doubt
Gallo
about it.
impression right now.
Back-to-back jacks.
If you saw my Rangers run.
3 homers in the same inning. This has become an offensive explosion.
Your
I
attention,
need to
please.
mount
Oh, it's
it.
just now becoming an
Now
offensive
Britain
explosion.
Now in a mop-up role as he'll
Number
try to keep the
53.
deficit
They're down
right where it
14.
is.
Every person in my
Britain.
lineup has at
Plate,
least one home
Ryan
run.
Braun.
But right now,
And
it's starting to
fouls
look
this
more and
one
more
off.
like we're going to laugh at the people that
And
don't have
looking
more
to
than one.
improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far.
Yelich has more than one. Hiura, Jerko, Taylor.
Here's
Actually,
the
I don't know if Taylor does. No, Taylor does.
Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up. And the off
That's probably a
balance
first
throw
as well.
gets
4
him.
people having
Nice
a
play for
or
the
5.
out.
I don't know how many
Up next
people
for
had a
Milwaukee.
multi-homer game like that.
Ready for
The
another
catcher.
chance. Omar
Omar.
Narvaez.
Narvaez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well,
Narvaez
out
ain't
on the
not that
breaking
good
ball there
against
for a
lefties.
strike. Now action in the bullpen as the
Part of me
closer
wants to
starts
bring
to
in
get loose
Nottingham,
out
but
there.
I'm not going to do that.
Hits it high and
Narvaez
deep
is on
out
to a
to
bucket,
center
it's a lefty.
field.
He'll get an extra
Back
base
goes
out of this.
Stanton to the track. And this one bounds around against the wall. And he
Narvaez
is
is
going to
have a high slugging and not average at the
Third
end of
hit
this.
of the night.
Now batting.
Yeah, some guys have the
Designated hitter.
ability to rise the
Daniel
occasion, while some guys shrink
Vogelbach.
away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, It looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far.
At
Lifted
least that
into
one was a
center
homer.
field.
All right.
Hicks.
Nice
will reach
17-run
out with one
game right
hand to
there.
make the catch on the move.
The 3-0 series
That'll
lead once I
bring
record
in
these final
Giovanni
3-0s.
Urshela. He'll lead things
Leading
off
off
here in the
for the
ninth with his
Yankees.
guys in danger
0-1
of
second
falling into a
baseman,
very difficult
number
to
29.
escape 3-0 deficit. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Gio Urshela
Now
is
batting,
dealt
the
with for the
designated
first
hitter.
out in the bottom of the
With
inning.
0-1,
Clint Frazier stands in as he swings and misses for strike one.
Oh, that was a
Swing and
hanger.
shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ.
DJ
LeMahieu.
LeMahieu is at the
0-1
plate
count.
now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. And the pitch.
Ball, that's
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Good pitch as this
One
is
ball,
hung
two
on
strikes,
and
the count.
missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Last chance for the Yankees. Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
right, I'm
And
fixing my mic.
foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the
It's
air
my
to
left fielder.
left center. On the move is Braun.
Way to make a
Makes
catch,
the
Ryan Braun.
and that's
3-0
the
series
ball
lead.
game. So the Brewers are one
nice
win
and
away
nice.
from a sweep of this fall classic, guys.
Man, baseball is fun.
Yeah, it's
Legendary
been
words by
totally
Brett Phillips after that
one-sided
game.
so far, Matt. A bit more of the same, and they'll be raising the trophy. It's all working for this team right now.
And now what about the Yankees?
Well, here's the bad news. No team has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a World Series. It's been done in the ALCS, so we know it's not impossible. But before they start entertaining miracles, they got to see if they can just win one game.
let's go ahead and win us the World Series. Get this over with. Hey, 10/25. That's today's date. I gotta be honest. I'm a little sad for this run to end. Luis Arias has a home run in this game as well. Holy shit. We're tied 2-2 in the top of the sixth. I'm a little sad for this run to end because this has been one of the most fun runs I've had. And I was certainly not expecting that.
For a report on this club's outlook heading into Game 4, here's Heidi Watney.
Leading off for the Brewers.
All set for the start of the inning, and
bottom
that'll
six.
bring Luis Urias to the plate.
Black for the sixth, Williams for the seventh, Knebel for the eighth, Hader for the ninth.
First offering
Thanks
on
for
its
coming.
way.
That's for Carlos to
have
score.
Another one as this is hit high and
Get the
deep
fuck
out to
out.
left.
Oh my God, Luis Arias 3 home runs in the last 2 games. Second of the game.
Hitting a home run in the World Series is special at any point. Hitting a home run in the World Series that
To
gives
take a
your team
3-2
the
lead.
That's something to
Now
tell the
batting,
grandkids.
right fielder,
In is Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
No hits to this point.
Unfreaking believable. Sure, it's a little league field, but whatever.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit
Oh my
well
God,
again.
I don't know
Down
what
the
has
right
happened.
field line.
Christian Yelich
But
in
it
October
bends
has just gone
foul into the second deck.
absolutely silent.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Compared to what he
Fouled
should be
away.
doing, I should say, because he's had a solid postseason still. But I mean, I would say more than solid. He's
Ready
definitely
with
had a good
another
postseason by average terms.
Hit
By
hard
regular
back up the
season
middle,
terms, like
but
regular-
that finds its way through for a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second.
How about a double?
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Up next from
Like
Milwaukee,
if this were real life, he's
The
having a
second
great
baseman.
postseason.
Keston
And that'll
Hiura.
bring up
Close to
Keston Hiura. A
They're going
line
close
shot
to
to
what they're
third
doing, I should
base.
say. Jen
And the
Jerko,
runner
for
gets
example.
back, no double play.
The first baseman, number
Riding
5.
in once again,
Jed
Jed Jerko.
Jerko.
Likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts
My
thus
God,
far.
these slow
Down the
curveballs are
third
killing me.
base line. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second.
Productive out.
And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
The left
Here's
fielder,
Ryan
number
Braun
8.
now. 0 for 2 with a
Ryan.
fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point.
Damn.
Fouled off.
I don't like this Debbie Garcia character here.
Yelich on third with 2 out. Fly
Don't think
ball
he's
out
fine.
toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down.
Traveled more
and
than I thought it
that'll
would. I
end
knew
the
for
inning.
sure it wasn't going anywhere, but still. All right, thank you
Next
for your
New York,
5 innings
Giancarlo
of work there,
Stanton.
Adrian
Leading
Hauser.
off
You're
for the
done.
in
Yankees.
the ball game so far.
The designated hitter,
Ray Black, you're in.
Ray
John
Black
Carlo.
enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the
Stanton.
sixth. First
You're
pitch
in.
one swung on, missed 0-1.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 50.
And right into the
Ray
shift. And he
Black.
dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul.
Oh,
And he
got made
lines
contact.
himself another pitch as this
Need
is
a little bit
fouled
more
away
of
to keep
way
it at
there on
0-2.
that down away slider.
Nothing in 2 count.
There we go.
And the pitch.
The Stanton special.
Got him on the good slider there. He missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now batting.
From the stretch.
The shortstop.
Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber.
Is
Hold
on the
on.
way now as he swings and misses here at
Torres.
strike 1.
Man,
Slider
Glaber, he's
there.
such
Swing
an
and
all-star.
miss.
I don't know. His average is
3-2's our score
206.
here in inning number 6.
And
Got him.
dropping.
And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a
Now
rough
batting.
night at the yard.
Catcher.
That's 3 times
Kyle
he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Higashioka.
So they've really figured out how to attack this
I
guy.
got the count 0-2.
And
That's
a
Ray
fastball
Black,
swung
ladies
on,
and
missed,
gentlemen.
the side is retired.
Striking out the side in order, 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts.
7th inning ready to roll.
Leading off
And
for
next to
Milwaukee.
hit is the catcher,
The catcher.
Omar Narvaez.
Omar Narvaez.
That's a
And
hanger.
this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. And gone.
Dang.
An absolute bomb.
Get Debbie out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here comes the
your
Yankee
attention,
manager
please.
now up
Vogelbach with a
Now
home run as
pitching
well.
for the Yankees.
Yeah,
And
50 is
change
definitely
is
happening.
forthcoming, as that's going to do it for
Jonathan
the starter here this evening. And
Holder.
it's fouled
So
away.
50 is a definite.
He's
I'm wondering
1
if we
for
hit
2 in
60. I'm
this
hoping we hit 60. I think we do. Maybe someday I'll hit 100. I doubt it. If
Here
I
it
didn't with
comes.
Colorado.
Bounce
I don't
to
think
the
I will
right
with anyone.
into the loaded up infield. LeMahieu's got it on to first. So a
My
good
only other
bounce back
option
pitch
would
there
really
as he
be
gets the ground
like the
ball
top
for
three
batter.
teams:
out.
the Yankees,
The
the Padres,
shortstop.
and
Orlando.
Dodgers.
Now at the plate,
Orlando.
Orlando Arcia. A hit
Or, I
and
mean, and the
tries
Twins,
for him
sorry.
so far. On the ground to third.
It's the Twins that went absolutely off on
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
last year. If I can get the default Twins team, I think that's
Up
definitely
next for
doable.
So the
Milwaukee.
batting order turns over now
The
and
center
set to go
fielder.
Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone
Third trip to the plate for him
Taylor.
here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Just missed that
This
one.
is hit high in the air out toward
not
left
really.
center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that
Tell you what, they still have a chance right now.
last half of the 7th here.
will here.
Leading off
Digging in
for
is the
the Yankees.
outfielder, Mike
The
Tuckman.
center fielder.
Devin Williams
Mike
gets the call from the pen to take
Tuckman.
over on the
0-1.
mound and start the home 7th. Strike 1 to start the
Good luck coming
at-bat.
back off this bullpen. Ray Black, Devin Williams.
Drilled right
You still
back
got
up the
Knable
middle.
and
A
Hader
diving
coming up
try,
behind you,
but
too.
it's through into the outfield.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously
Now
one of them.
batting.
Another
Number
base hit.
29.
Ooh.
Leading off
0-1
for the
the count.
boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Gio Urshela stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Back in 98 in the game.
7th inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score.
Woohoo,
And
thanks for
he
coming.
struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
Now batting.
Clint Frazier
The left
swings and
fielder.
misses
0-1.
there, so he's down
Clint.
0-1.
Frazier.
From the belt, the pitch. Here's
Oh,
a
wow.
shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And as Yankees fans
second
here on
jack. That was a
television
blast.
quite frequently, see ya.
That ain't good there, Devin Williams.
Now batting.
The
Second baseman.
baseman DJ
DJ.
LeMahieu takes
You know,
the
part of the reason I
ball
was doing this whole
Hey,
like, lineup
0-1.
thing was to get Devin Williams another inning pitch because
Three
the ERA was
at-bats
up
to
there.
this
I
point.
mean, it wasn't up there; it was like 2 something, but
Pulled high
still,
in the
now
air
it's
out
like
to left
atrocious.
field. And Braun
Oh, well.
will handle this one for
Thorpe
route
has to
number
hit more
2.
home runs, or at least score more runs, anyways.
Now batting. The first baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Luke
Boyd
Boyd.
is in with 2 away now as he looks
0-1
at a
the
called
count.
strike 1. Now
Well,
the
you're fortunate,
0-1
Devin Williams. I feel bad for you.
gets the
No ball,
fastball by
two
the
strikes.
He's in control 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with
And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to
Just got
deep
to try
right.
it again.
And we'll have to
And
leave
we're
it
tied
there.
4-4 again.
Made
That
here
is certainly not what I was expecting.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. And this tie ball game
Leading
is a
off for
battle of the
Milwaukee.
bullpens
The
now,
third
and I'm
baseman,
sure you're enjoying
Luis
that, Dan.
Bullpens are
Urias.
such a big
I mean,
part
a battle of
baseball
bullpens, I'm
now,
obviously
Matt.
going to win.
All
They
these
have a
teams
good
have
bullpen,
such
don't get me
good
wrong.
7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys.
Chad
It all
Green,
boils
Chapman,
down to
Britton.
whose bullpen is better.
And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep
Shut the
out to
fuck
left.
up.
Looking up is the left fielder.
Luis
Still
Urias!
going back.
A 3
And this
home
ball
run
is
game
gone.
in his
No
4th in the
chance
last 2
to make
games.
a play on that one.
Wow, you have a great night.
All of a sudden, he's putting his name in the hat for World Series
Your
MVP.
attention,
How about
please.
He went
hitting
from nothing to
3
something
now
real quick.
pitching
We're
for
back in the
one
lead
night.
5-4.
That's the baseball equivalent
Number
of a
0.
hat trick, and that's
Adam.
awfully hard to do.
Adam
Ottavino.
Ottavino.
Who's your
Pitcher
daddy?
in the 8th with nobody out. And here's
This
Christian
Luis Urias.
Yelich now.
Wow. If
Hit
that had been
sharply
higher.
toward the right side. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first down.
The batter. The second baseman.
Into the box now,
Keston.
Keston Hiura.
Urias.
Really used a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Here's the 0-1.
Damn.
Behind
Oh,
0-2
wow.
now.
Get caught at least. Oh,
weakly
wow.
to the left. And that's the second out.
The first
Digging
baseman,
in to try it again. Jed Jerko hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah,
Jerko's hitless. Luis Arias would never.
Can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Fly ball out toward left
I've hit
center
so many
field.
home runs with Jed Jerko and pitches in that location. I don't know how. Like, that's not a location.
Under it, and he makes the catch.
He's done it all year long. All right, back in the lead. Corey Gansler, you're in for the
inning.
Leading off
And next
for
to
the
bat will be
Yankees,
the outfielder, Aaron
the right
Judge.
fielder, Aaron.
Attacking
0-1.
here, and that's the first
Judge.
strike. And it's quickly
I
0-2.
think 100 strikeouts is in play too.
And another foul ball.
I don't know if that's something I normally do or not.
Another-
Oh, what's Judge's?
Throw two home. Swing and a
Whatever
miss
it
on
is,
the
just went down
fastball.
more. Look at it now. Judge is doing a little, oh no, Judge is struggling too. 250 but no home runs and 1 RBI all postseason.
People
long.
always talk about how important getting
Stands
the
batting
lead off
240
man on
now.
base is, and
The
it's
designated
true.
hitter.
So in the 8th inning,
Oh, one's the count.
that's a really nice job of attacking a
Fuck
hitter.
did they make it here? Let
sending
alone
him
sweep
packing.
their ALCS.
No ball.
Good
Two strikes.
fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Go to that well
Ball.
one more time. He's been late on the first two.
And he's
Stanton going from 214 to still 214.
struck out again.
So I guess
That's
it
the
was
third
popular,
time
but-
he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Glaber at 200 even.
Now
so
batting,
pitch.
shortstop,
No problems for him on the mound
Glaber.
since
Yeah,
he's
Glaber's
come
so
out of the
tremendous.
minors
Oh,
this inning.
red.
That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty
Count.
easy.
Oh,
This
two.
has the makings of a good outing so far.
Yankee
one.
shortstop
You hate to
behind
see it.
in the
Glaber
count
Torres
1
under
and 2.
200 in the postseason.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey,
I really
I
hope
get
he
it.
gets
He's
this,
looking.
this hit here. Why won't this shit update? 244. Okay, now it did 244, 209. Yeah.
for a ball
244
to
is
drive, but that ball was a
okay.
little bit too far up in the zone.
Looking
The other
at a
two, under 200
fastball
now
to
for Glaber.
end the inning.
And then Stanton 214 or whatever it was, 207. Not good.
Your
Zach
attention,
Green
please.
enters from the pen to
Now
start the
pitching
9th
for the
inning
New
as
York
he'll try to
Yankees.
keep the score
Yeah, it's a
right
one-run
where it
game.
is
They
heading
actually
to the bottom
have
of
to
the
use
ninth.
actual bullpen arms here.
Britton.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. The 0-1 delivery. A bouncer up the middle.
That boy Braun gets
This
into the
will
hole.
make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning
Now
here in
batting.
the ninth.
Catcher.
Add-on gives some
Omar.
breathing room to their pitcher
Narvaez.
going into the
Narvaez
bottom
don't
of the
like
inning, D-Roll.
lefties.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance
Ooh.
to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to
But
first.
through the hole for a hit, he
And
don't give a
that's
shit.
by him into right field for a base hit.
Narvaez has been
And that
consistent.
runner will go no
Start
further
to
than
finish
second
postseason.
as there are two aboard now.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Hey, this guy's
Daniel
having a big series
Vogelbach.
this season. It looks like
Vogelbach
to me
also
that
don't like
the moment
lefties.
isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely.
Difference is he actually,
Postseason
like, doesn't.
monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets
We got
cold
time.
outside means everything.
And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Avisail Garcia
your attention,
get
please.
a chance to swing
Pinch
the bat
hitter
here,
for
and he'll do
Milwaukee.
it in a good spot.
Number
because he has
24,
runners at first and second,
Avisail
and nobody out in the inning.
Garcia.
Lofted in the air out toward right
Well, that's
center.
pointless.
Judge is under it.
Whatever.
1 out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Stepping up now, Orlando
Orlando
Arcia. He's
Arcia.
working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is yanked
ball.
hard down the left field line. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. Long throw to third.
Hey!
It's already
No
a double
chance
Arcia,
there. He'll
2-run lead.
make it to third safely.
Second
Dan,
and third
that's
with
a
only
huge
one out.
insurance run right there.
Are you
Has
gonna
to feel
intentionally
good
walk
as
out
a
on
hitter
Taylor?
right there
The center
to
fielder.
not only
Can you
get
imagine
right
if Luis
now,
Arias
but
hits
give
a
your team
fourth
little
home run of
bit
this game, which is
It does, and it makes
mind-blowing
the
up
pitcher
in a
go out
grand
there with
slam,
a
which
little
I don't know which one's
And
more
it looks as
mind-blowing.
though the
Like,
decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional
he's
walk.
3 for 4 with
And
3
the
solo
fourth
shots
ball
in
is
this
now
one.
in order.
Luis
Luis Cessa enters the
Urias.
game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9. This is hit high in the air out
That's not
toward
getting
left
caught.
center. Left fielder is on the move.
Oh, it's a ground rule double.
But it's over
Whatever.
his head, and it hits the wall for a ground rule double.
Luis Arias had a better
Up
World
next
Series
for
than Christian
Milwaukee.
Yelich.
The right fielder.
At the
Christian
plate now, Christian Yelich.
Yelich.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's
And
a foul
I'd
ball.
argue he's getting close to having a better postseason than Christian Yelich. Out of nowhere. There you go,
Forget
Yelich.
about this one. Baba Booey.
Okay, so we can forget that statement now.
Gone. And that one had some extra distance. This has been quite a hitting display from
I mean,
both
I don't know.
sides.
Arias might
That's
still have had a better
home run number
World Series,
8
but
on the day.
Dan,
Now
although the
something blown
wind's
it open.
blowing
The
in
second
right
baseman.
here, these guys are staying
Catch
on the
in.
attack and driving
Yura.
balls out.
You know, one of the things, D-Row, it's psychologically, it always feels better if you're a player and attack the zone with the wind blowing in.
The
If you
5
can keep the
RBI
ball in
game
a
for
big
Arias
part
is
of the
insane.
ballpark,
The
you
first
feel like you have a
double
fighting
five.
chance, even with the
Jed
3, 4, and 5 hitters.
Jerko.
Go to the order, make them put the ball in play.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Line down the left field line.
That's true, doesn't say
But
That
this is
ball's
going to
foul.
get foul. Swung on and
Damn.
lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to put it away, and tagging is the runner from first. Throw into
Productive out.
second, not in time. He took a chance tagging up, but made it pay off.
The left fielder, number 8. Ryan.
So striding forward
Braun.
now, Ryan Braun, runner in scoring position with two guns, and it's fouled away.
Come on, Braun. How about one more dinger?
The 0-1 pitch, skied in the air to
Nope.
straightaway left.
Yeah, that's fine.
Frazier is
Make it
there, and he
official.
puts it away to stop. Digging in now for the Yankees
With
Kyle
Josh Hader.
Higashioka.
Leading off
He'll be
for
the
the
first to bat
Yankees.
here in the inning with his
The
guys
catcher,
in need of some
Kyle
ninth-inning magic.
Oh,
If they're
one
going to force a game
Higashioka.
5. Josh Hader takes the ball now in inning
Oh,
number
two.
9, looking to close the door. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters.
That's the other thing,
here.
too. 100
One
strikeouts
away.
is definitely in play when you play the Yankees in the
Now
postseason.
Here's
bat
the
for
first pitch.
center fielder.
They strike
Oh,
out all
one.
of them.
Stands in as he swings and misses for strike
Tuckman.
1. Oh, he had him
I got the
fooled
count.
there.
Oh,
No
and two.
balls and 2 strikes. And he
6
strikes
pitches,
him
back-to-back
out as well.
strikeouts for
So
Josh
make it
Hader.
back-to-back punch outs here for the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
So
Number
coming to the
29.
plate, Gio Urshela, and their season
0-1's the
hangs
count.
in the balance here as they're down to their final out on the ground to the right side.
The Brewers
And
are world
the
champs.
celebration is just beginning in Milwaukee. The Brewers are World Series champions.
Wow, World Series champions. The only thing that could have made this sweeter.
That'll do it. All right, so the Milwaukee Brewers, World Series champs, plus 12 in the team affinity. I can't type. Okay, I have to pee before I start going into all this other stuff. I had to do a lot more than P. That was rough. Finished with a record of 126 and 36 and A+. Player boosts were for Jed Jerko, Ethan Small, Christian Yelich, Castanera. It's only 4. Yeah, only 4. And really, only Ethan Small and Yelich got 3+ signs. So actually not a lot there. Take a look at the postseason stats, starting with the pitchers. We'll sort it by innings pitched. And this is going to be an interesting one. A lot of guys got used a lot more than normal. But I definitely think 100 strikeouts is on the table. Josh Lindblom did not pitch. Brett Anderson, unfortunately, only pitched 1 inning out of the bullpen. Walked nobody, struck out 2. That's it. ERA 0, whip 0. Brent Suter picked up a win, pitched 2 1/3 innings, walked nobody, struck out 2 in 3 appearances. No hits, no runs, no nothing. ERA 0, whip 0. Alex Claudio pitched 3 innings across 3 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 4. Got a hold, gave up a hit. No runs. ERA 0, whip 0.33. Corey Knebel pitched 4 innings across 4 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 10. Got 4 holds, gave up a hit. ERA 0, whip 0.25. Josh Hader recorded a win and 2 saves. Pitched 4 innings out of the bullpen across 4 appearances. Walked nobody, struck out 8. Gave up 2 hits. ERA 0, whip 0.50. Ray Black pitched 5 innings out of the bullpen across 5 appearances. Walked nobody, struck out 10. Gave up or recorded a hold. Gave up 1 hit, no runs. ERA 0, whip 0.20. Devin Williams picked up 2 wins out of the bullpen, pitching 5 innings across 4 appearances. Walked nobody, struck out 11. Blew 1 save, recorded a hold, gave up 3 hits, 2 of which were home runs, gave up 3 runs, so an ERA of 5.40 and a whip of 0.60. Freddie Peralta, out of the bullpen, pitched 7 innings across 3 appearances, walked nobody, struck out 15. Gave up 2 hits, no runs, no nothing. ERA 0, whip 0.29. Adrian Hauser had 2 starts. In his 2 starts, he didn't pick up a win or a loss. He pitched 10 innings. He walked nobody, struck out 10. Gave up 13 hits, 5 runs, 2 home runs for an ERA of 4.50 and a whip of 1.30. Ethan Small had 3 starts. In his 3 starts, he went 1-0. He pitched 17 innings, walked 2, struck out 29. Had 1 quality start out of his 3 starts. Gave up 17 hits, 5 earned runs, 2 home runs. ERA 2.65, whip 1.12, overall pretty great. Corbin Burns had 3 starts. In his 3 starts, he went 1-0, pitched 18 2/3 innings, walked 5, struck out 24. Had 2 quality starts out of his 3, 15 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, 2 home runs for an ERA of 3.38 and a whip of 1.07. And then Brandon Woodruff in his 3 starts went 3-0, and he pitched 23 innings across those 3 starts, walked 1, struck out 34. All 3 of his starts were quality starts, including 1 complete game shutout. He gave up 11 hits, but no runs through 3 starts, so an ERA of 0 and a whip of 0.52. Struck out 34. I think I already said that. Did my pitchers get any hits? Woodruff had a hit. Corbin Burns had 2 hits. That's it. I'm going to tell you the strikeouts, actually, because I'm curious. I don't know what a solid standard is, so I'm just going to set the bar at 100. 2, 2, 4, 10, 8, 10, 11, 15, 10, 29, 24, 34. 159 strikeouts, so I'm going to say 125 is where I'm going to set that bar. We'll look at the position players in the postseason. We'll start with Eric Sogard. Had 1 at bat, and he got a hit, and he drove in he got an RBI and scored a run. But that's it. So good for a 1,000 average, 1,000 on-base percentage, 2,000 slugging, 3,000 OPS. Jace Peterson did not have an at-bat. The only person on the team not getting an at-bat. Jacob Nottingham had 12 at-bats. In his 12 at-bats, he got 1 hit for a 0.83 average. He scored a run. So his OPS of 250. Obviously, Garcia had 6 at-bats. In his 6 at-bats, he had no hits. That's it. Daniel Vogelbach, in his 15 at-bats, he had 3 hits, all 3 being home runs, all 3 being solo shots, 3 RBIs, 4 runs scored, good for a 200 average, and an OPS of 1,000. Luis Arias came out of nowhere in the World Series to have 4 home runs in 2 games. In his 51 at-bats, he had 12 hits for a 235 average. So not that good, but 4 home runs, 7 RBIs, 9 runs scored. Got his OPS up to 800 right at the end there. Orlando Arcia, in his 39 at-bats, had 11 hits for a 282 average, 5 home runs, 7 RBIs, 7 runs scored. Very respectable OPS, 1.118. Now we get into the crazy shit. Tyrone Taylor, in his 49 at-bats, had 15 hits for a 306 average, 7 home runs, 10 RBIs, 11 runs scored, for an OPS of 1.170. Omar Narvaez, the absolute definition of consistency throughout this playoff run. Granted, he missed 3 games. He had lower at-bats. Him and Jerko are the most consistent. In his 32 at-bats, he had 16 hits for a 500 average. 7 home runs, 7 RBIs, 9 runs scored. Good for an OPS of 1.828. Highest on the team. Christian Yelich, who was, I mean, overall, this is a fantastic postseason, don't get me wrong, but by beginner standards, by my standards, this is terrible, especially considering what he has the potential to do. In his 47 at-bats, he had 14 hits for a 298 average, 7 home runs, 12 RBIs, 11 runs scored, OPS of 1.119. Ryan Braun, the veteran of the team, finally getting a ring. 45 at-bats, 13 hits for a 289 average, 8 home runs, 11 RBIs, 9 runs scored, and a stolen base. The only one on the team to steal a base. Which is wild considering he has 40 speed. But whatever. OPS of 1.149. Keston Hiura started off the postseason really hot and then kind of cooled off towards the end, but still 48 at-bats. He had 17 hits for a 354 average, 10 home runs, 16 RBIs, 14 runs scored, good for an OPS of 1.388. And it's just an absolutely mind-blowing performance by Jed Jerko. In 46 at-bats, he had 19 hits for a 413 average, 15 home runs, 18 RBIs, 16 runs scored, good for an OPS of 1.808. So I'll tally up the postseason home runs. There's my calculator. The goal is 50. But then, like, that's the minimum goal. The actual goal is 60. 7, 3, 7, 4, 5, 15, 10, 8, 7. For a combined total of 66 home runs in the postseason. Very good. How many runs did we score? I can actually look at that if I go here. We scored 92 runs. So we fell short of the 100 run mark. We gave up 23 runs. So this is actually like my worst run differential. Which, I mean, plus 69 is, first of all, nice. But is still insane in the postseason. So team average was 306, team slugging was 866, on base percentage was 326, fielding percentage 992, team ERA 1.80. By the way, this was the 16th best team ranked in this game. We finished 7th, 18th in contact, 5th in power, 4th in pitching, but then 28th in defense and 27th in speed is really what holds us back. I'd imagine if we had better than that for speed and fielding, and contact. Contact is a little bit of an issue. Who was ranked above us? So I don't think we would have surpassed the Yankees. I think maybe we would have been able to. I don't know if we'd surpass the White Sox either, actually. I'd say we'd surpass the Indians. Who else was ranked ahead of us? The Braves. No, we were 7th, so the Braves were not ahead of us. Maybe we'd surpass the Cubs. I don't know. Because we're similar in contact. I think we would surpass the Cubs. Definitely do not surpass the Padres or the Dodgers. So I think we probably would have ended up being 3rd or 4th if I had speed and defense, which isn't really a big factor. Alright, regular season stats. Starting with the pitching, Josh Lindblom. Bloom is 33 years old with potential. He's up to 77 overall, so he's silver. This is where he's topping out. He did not have that good of a year. He got relegated to the bullpen. Not a terrible year, but he got relegated to the bullpen for a reason. And talk about a travel man. He spent time in LA in 2011. traded around in 2012, Texas in 2013, Oakland for 1 appearance in 2014, then disappeared until he made 4 appearances in Pittsburgh in 2017, disappeared again for 3 more years before this year in Milwaukee. So he is not even eligible for free agency. So he's on, oh, I gotta look at his stats though. So he had 39 appearances, 22 starts, 17 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, and a blown save. Pitched 153 in the 3rd innings, and he struck out 177. So that's not terrible. But a 4.28 ERA is not the best, and a 1.31 WHIP is average. 10 quality starts. Good for WAR 3.3. He drove in an RBI, first of his career. We got him for 3 more years. Yeah, expect him to top out there. He's happy, so good for him. Brad Anderson, I feel bad for, because he didn't get used that much in the postseason. But at 32 years old and C potential, 77 overall, he's silver, and he had a career year. Borderline Cy Young year, because he went undefeated. He got moved to the bullpen against my will, so he had 32 appearances but only 22 starts. But he went 20-0. Brett Anderson went undefeated, and not only did he go undefeated, but he won 20 games, 20-0. In 166 in the 3rd innings pitched, he struck out 127, which is a career high. No, it's not. It's highest since 2009. Excuse me. But a 2.92 ERA is very good. A 1.21 WHIP is very good. 14 quality starts, 3 complete game shutouts. Good for a WAR 3.6. He also drove in an RBI. Last year's deal, worth every penny. He's ecstatic. Good for him. Brent Suter, 30 years old, D potential, 75 overall. Don't expect much from him. He made it to silver. This is where he's going to top out for sure. Not the best, but also not bad, actually, really. 55 appearances. He went 4-2 with a save, a blown save, 12 holds. 58 innings pitched. Struck out 58. 3.57 ERA, 1.07 WHIP. ERA is not bad. WHIP is actually really good. Good for WAR 0.8. We got him for 2 more years on arbitration. He's worth the money on that deal. He's ecstatic. Good for him. Alex Claudio, 28 years old, B potentially. Got up to 78 overall, silver. I could see him going gold for a year or two. Topping out like maybe 81. Amazing year for him. 57 appearances, he went 5-0 with a blown save. 13 holds. 59 innings pitched, he struck out 55, but a 2.14 ERA is fantastic. A 1.12 WHIP is definitely great. Good for a WAR of 1.3. Nothing offensively. Last year of his deal, he's happy. Corey Knebel, 27 years old, B potential. He's up to 82 overall, so he's gold. I could see him going diamond for a little bit here at this rate. Maybe not anything crazy, like 86, 87. Fantastic year for Knebel. His 2nd best year in his career, although a smaller sample size for sure. 33 appearances only, which kind of sucks. I hate that happens. This game has a thing against setup guys. No wins, but a loss, a save, and a blown save. 26 holds, 29 innings pitched. He didn't play in 2019. That's weird. He's been hurt. 44 strikeouts. 2.17 ERA is very good. A 1.45 WHIP, though, is actually not good. Good for a 0.8 WAR. He had a double at one point that scored an RBI, so that's cool. Worth every penny on that deal. He's worth last year of his contract. He's happy. Josh Hader, 25 years old, A potential. He's up to 89 overall. He's diamond. He's among the elite. Everything is he's got 4 things that are at 99. His velocity is at 86, but I think that could be higher. And he made plus 11 in his walks per 9, plus 9 in his home runs per 9, plus 3 in his control, so he's getting up there. He will eventually crack into the 90s, be among the absolute elite. An incredible career year for Hader. 67 appearances, he went 2-1 with 53 saves, 3 blown, 64 in the 3rd innings pitched. He struck out 90. 1.54 ERA, 0.82 WHIP. These are reliever of the year awards type numbers, not Cy Young by any means, but 1.8 WAR. Got him for 2 more years on arbitration. He's worth every penny in his ARB deal, and that's the thing. His overall should be higher because he is my closer. I don't know why it says his expectation was bullpen. That's why. So yeah, he would be in the 90s if he were getting paid more, but that's fine. I wanted to see one of these guys was Illinois. Prince Suter. I want to see. He didn't care for the region. All right, Ray Black, 29 years old, deep potential. And he's only at 60 overall, but he was amazing for me. I loved using him, and he had a solid year, great year. 60 appearances, 2 wins, a loss, a blown save, 16 holds, 16 to third innings pitched. Struck out 94, 3.28 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, both very fine. 1.3 WAR. We've got him for 4 more years. He's satisfied. Devin Williams, this kid just came out of nowhere. He's 24 years old, B potential, 85 overall, so he's diamond. I think he can probably work his way up to 90 for a year or two. The velo and the break are already 99. The hits and Ks per 9 are already 98, 99. His clutch is getting up there. His control's up there. Solid year for sure. 44 appearances, 1 win, 2 losses, a blown save. 19 holds, 44 innings pitched, struck out 61, 3.07 ERA, 1.14 WHIP, both very good. Good for a WAR of 1.0. And we've got him for 4 more years. He's ecstatic, except, oh god, he even likes his pay. That's crazy. Freddie Peralta, normally a starter, but he's 23 years old. I feel like he's been around for a while. 23 years old, B potential. He's 81 overall, so he's gold. He can go diamond for a bit, and I'm sure if he goes back to the starter role and he gets his stamina up to like the 70s, he'd already be diamond. He had a very solid year too. 35 appearances, 2 wins, a loss. Okay. Freddie Peralta, 15 holds. He only pitched 39 innings out of the bullpen. Oh, he's mainly a bullpen arm, actually. I thought he was a starter. I guess I was wrong about that. I mean, he started a fair amount in 2018, but only started 8 games in 2019. Struck out 47, a 3.23 ERA and 1.23 WHIP are both very fine. WHIP could be a little bit lower, but it's not a big deal. 0.6 WAR. Got him for 3 more years. Worth the money. He's unhappy, though. Doesn't like his pay. Nobody else from the Dominican Republic on the team. Should be 83 overall. Starters. Adrian Hauser. 27 years old. B potentially got up to 77 overall. I don't think he'll go gold. Maybe he can crack 80 for a year. But he's silver, and he's going to be a silver. Not a bad year. 31 starts. He went 20-5. 202 innings pitched even. 191 strikeouts, 3.52 ERA, 1.30 WHIP. This is my number 4/5 starter. 21 quality starts, 2 complete games, a shutout, 4.3 WAR. Those are great numbers for back end of the rotation. He's got 14 hits, 2 doubles, an RBI. What are his hitting attributes? Nothing. I got him for 3 more years, so that's cool. He's satisfied. Ethan Small was incredible. 22 years old with A potential. He got up to 85 overall already. So Ethan Small is diamond. And at this rate of progression, he will crack into the 90s with ease and be among the elite. Not a good year, but not a bad year, I guess. Not a terrible year. He's a rookie, so 22 starts, he went 12-4, 126 in the third innings pitched only. Struck out 189, 4.42 ERA, definitely could drop that down. 1.30 WHIP league average, 12 quality starts, including a complete game shutout, a 2.8 WAR. He also drove in an RBI. He's got 3 hits. And look at that. He's already on a deal where we've got him for 5 more years, but he's making $2.3 million. So he's ecstatic because he's already getting paid better. He's in the rotation. So Corbin Burns, 25 years old, B potential, 85 overall. He went diamond, and I think at this rate he can crack into the 90s for a bit. He's going to stay diamond for a while. Not a bit, again, like a good year. 34 starts, he went 20-7, 211 and 2/3 innings pitched. He struck out 268, which is high. 3.53 ERA, not bad. 1.28 WHIP, not bad. 22 quality starts, 1 complete game. 5.7 WAR. Drove in 5 RBIs, on 9 hits, including a double. And we've got him for 3 more years. He's angry, though. He does not like his pay or the coaching, so his overall should be 89. And he wants to be the ace, and he's not. And I can't control any of these things. Especially because Brandon Woodruff. 27 years old, they potentially got up to 88 overall, diamond. Maybe goes to 90s for a year or 2 at this rate. Wait, I didn't check Corbin Burns' hitting. No, I did. But Woodruff, like he's got a little bit of hitting to him too, like a little bit. But he had a great year, like a borderline Cy Young year. 31 starts, he went 19-5, 206 innings pitched. He struck out 257. 2.84 ERA, 1.16 WHIP, 23 quality starts, a complete game, and a shutout. Can you tell I'm tired? 5.3 WAR, not a bad year at all. Very good to great year for Brandon Woodruff. We've got him for 3 more years, and he's unhappy. He also doesn't like his pay or his coaching, so he should be 90 overall right now. That sucks. That is what it is. Okay, now for the offense. Starting with Eric Sogard. 33 years old, C potential. He's down to 72 overall. A little bit of a contact hitter. Not much more to him than that. Off the bench, he's backup. Like, backup. He had 67 hits. He's been around since 2010. He's been around for 10 years. Although he did not play in 2016. He only played 4 games in 2010 for that matter. But 9 home runs, 32 RBIs, 286 average, 4 stolen bases, 818 OPS. Good for WAR off the bench at 1.8. Not bad. Last year of his deal. I guess he was worth that money. Small contract. He's satisfied. Wishes he was platooning, but he's not. Jace Peterson, 28 years old, C potential, 69 overall, super utility. Doesn't really have much going for him other than his versatility at positions, maybe a smidge of speed. 39 hits, 5 home runs, 14 RBIs, 4 stolen bags, 235 average, 734 OPS. Good for WAR off the bench, 0. I mean, he's backup. Last year on his deal, he's happy. He's a World Series champion. Jacob Nottingham, 25 years old, B potential, got up to 76 overall. He's silver, and I think he's going to go gold for a bit. He's not a bad fielding catcher at all with a solid chunk of speed. His hitting is not the worst. He can handle himself against lefties. So I platooned him, and he had a solid turnout. I mean, he only had played 18 games, took a total of 26 at-bats before this year. Well, this year he played 55. He had 183 at-bats. He had 53 hits, 11 home runs, 45 RBIs, stole 7 bags, 290 average, 929 OPS. Good for WAR behind the dish, 1.8. And we got him for 4 more years. He's satisfied, and I liked him. He was worth the money. Obviously, Avisail Garcia was quite disappointing. I was expecting better from him, but at the same time, he did get nerfed throughout the course of the regular season, I believe. 28 years old, B potentially is up to 80 overall, so he's gold. I don't think he'll go diamond. Great fielder, good speed, solid hitter, except, righties are a little bit of an issue for him, but lefties he can certainly handle. And he was on the bench most of the year. No, I did platoon him for a bit. I platooned him with Tyrone Taylor for a while. Taylor against righties, Avi against lefties. Taylor won the position after a while, so Avi became my... if I were playing in an AL game against left-handed pitching, he would be in the lineup, or he'd be my designated pinch hitter against lefties off the bench. So he played 100 games even, only 285 at-bats, 89 hits, 20 home runs, 54 RBIs. So he matches home run total from last year in 200 less at-bats. 54 RBIs, stole 9 bags, 312 average, OPS of 1.038. Good for a WAR of 3.9. More worth the money on the contract. He's got one more year in his deal. I could see him walking for sure if we don't trade him. He's satisfied. He wishes he was platooning, but he's benched. Daniel Vogelbach, the man who's been bounced around all year. Started in Seattle, wound up in Toronto for a minute, and now he's in Milwaukee. He was my designated pinch hitter against righties and my DH against righties. Because, he's up to 70 overall, 27 years old, B potential. I don't think he makes silver at this rate, but he's got the plate discipline and the power. And he's an okay fielder for a first baseman, especially. Not a bad year out for Vogelbach off the bench, too, for that matter. 46 hits, 18 home runs, 37 RBIs, 295 average. OPS above 1.043. Good for a WAR of 1.6. And we've got him for 3 years, so he can get better. But he's angry. Wants to be platooning, but he's benched. Wants better coaching, and it's not. Wants to be closer to Florida, and he's not. So his overall should be 74. Now we get to the ones that developed. Luis Urias, 22 years old with A potential. Got up to 77 overall, so he's silver. Solid fielder for sure. Little tiny piece of speed. And his hitting developed well. +7 in the contact against righties, but +14 against lefties. +12 in the power against righties. +4 in the power against lefties. Vision got up to 67. Discipline into the 70s. So 22 years old, 77 overall. He's silver. He will definitely go gold. And I think at this pace, he has a chance to crack diamond. Nothing crazy, but diamond. Incredible year, actually. Wow. 167 hits. He scored 107 runs. 33 home runs, 98 RBIs, 11 stolen bags, 299 average, OPS of 920. Good for a WAR over there at shortstop of 3.9. We've got him for 4 more years, and this is actually a really great fucking year. Like, this is above average year for sure, for anyone. And he's happy, so that's good for him. Orlando Arcia, 25 years old with B potential, got up to 78 overall, so he's silver, and he'll go gold, and again, maybe gets diamond for a year or two. Great fielder, and his hitting progressed well. +10, +8, +7, +10. Can hit lefties, definitely a little bit better than righties. And an absolute, this is MVP type numbers right here. 163 hits, we averaged over a hit a game. 38 home runs, 105 RBIs. This is my number 8 and 9 hitter. 306 average, OPS of 962. Good for a WAR over there at third base, or shortstop, one or the other, of 7.4. 1 more year in his deal. He's satisfied. He's doing amazing things right now. Tyrone Taylor, 25 years old with A potential. He's up to 79 overall. He will go gold. He will go diamond. He might crack 90s. Good speed, good fielding, and just well-rounded on the hitting right about now. And solid progression, especially in the power department. +10 and 12 for against righties and lefties, respectively. Again, MVP numbers. 169 and 100% rookie of the year because he's definitely eligible. He only had 10 at bats. 169 hits, 41 home runs, 108 RBIs, 291 average, 960 OPS. Good for a WAR of 7.7. We've got him on a solid deal, very team friendly, less than $1 million, kind of definitely cheap deal. We've got him for 4 more years, so he's satisfied, but he wants a lot money and better coaching. Omar Narvaez, 28 years old with B potential. He got up to 82 overall, so he's gold. Has a shot at going diamond for a minute. Solid fielding catcher who can definitely swing the bat, at least against righties. Great plate discipline, solid vision and clutch. Definitely can handle, like I said, his own against righties for sure, with the 75-72 there. And against lefties, it's just kind of whatever, but yeah. He played more games than Nottingham did, and he had a great year, career year. 129 hits, 28 home runs, 75 RBIs, 309 average, 976 OPS. Good for WAR behind the dish, just 7.6. One more year on his deal for arbitration. He's happy, so am I. I really don't know who to look at for these four first. I think I'm going to do Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun, 36 years old with he's B potential, but he's down to, that's just because he was once amazing. Down to 76 overall, so he's still silver. I could see him having one more year left in the tank, but then again, after a 13-year career with Milwaukee, and spending your whole career with one team and finally getting a ring, I could see him riding off in the sunset perhaps. He's still got a little bit of pop in that bat, and especially against righties. He actually went up 5 against righties, so 75 power, and he's clutch. That's about it. Career year for Braun, though, like putting his MVP year to shame even. Better than his 2012, better than his 2008. Yes, he's been around since 07. So maybe he retires. I don't know. We'll see. Didn't he miss a full year? No, he didn't. Okay, so yeah, Braun, 162 hits, averaging a hit per game. That is not his career high. He's had plenty of years better than that. But that put him over the 2,000 hit mark. 49 home runs, a career high. Puts him 7 away from 400. 117 RBIs. 17 stolen bags. 295 average. OPS of 983. Good for a WAR and left of 4.8. He's definitely Hall of Very Good right now. Again, we're going to take the steroids out for a second. I think at some point we need to just stop. We say fuck it. And people that took steroids need to be put in the Hall of Fame. If we take the steroid thing out, Ryan Braun is a Hall of Very Good for sure. I don't think he has I think he's borderline Hall of Fame. I think if he plays one more year, and in that one more year he gets over the 21, or maybe really realistically over the 2,200 hit mark, he would need 105 hits. If he can get 105 hits, and obviously at least 7 home runs, but if he can get over 2,200 hits, 400 home runs, 1,300 RBIs, his career average is almost 300. His career OPS is 900. His career WAR, if he puts up a positive WAR year, even if it's just like another 1, obviously like the big threshold is 70, but he's close enough. I think Ryan Braun could make it. This is the last year of his deal though, so all the more reason why I think he might ride off in the sunset. But he is happy, so good for him. Castanheira. I'll do Jed Jerko next. Jed Jerko absolutely blew my mind. 31 years old, got his potential up to B and got to 84 overall, so he went gold, and he's got a shot at diamond for a hot second here. He's an okay fielder, not really any arm strength there, but his hitting's not even anything too spectacular, at least in the improvement-wise. But he can hit, he can hit righties very well rounded, and against lefties he's got a lot of power, 84. And he had a career year for sure. MVP numbers. I mean, Braun had MVP numbers as well. I don't know if I said that, but 166 hits for Jed Jerko, 47 home runs, 108 RBIs. Even stole a bag somehow. 320 average, OPS of 1.056. Good for a WAR of 6.9. Last year on his deal, he's happy, so his overall is benefiting from it. Castanheira developed like a fucking animal. 23 years old with A potential. He got up to 83 overall, so he's gold. He will go diamond. I think he makes it to 90 at this rate, too. His fielding needs to improve, really, because his hitting is really starting to get there. But look at his improvements in his hitting. Plus 10, plus 11, plus 9, plus 7, plus 12. Those are some insane improvements, especially that power against righties. Got up to 97. Got his contact up double digits, so he went from 58 to 68 and from 62 to 73. Those are big jumps. His power against lefties from 65 to 72. Those are all huge improvements. Career year for Hira. Huge MVP numbers. 181 hits, 54 home runs, 126 RBIs, 308 average, 1.025 OPS. Good for a WAR at second base of 6.8. We've got him for 4 more years. He's going to be a menace on this team for years to come. He is satisfied. So I think MVP rankings go Hira second, Jerko third, Braun fourth, Yelich first. Christian Yelich, 28 years old, A potential. He's 95 overall. His fielding's getting better, actually. Like, he's not a bad fielder now. He's got solid, really good speed, and his hitting is obviously top tier. He can hit both-handed pitching for pop 100%. He got his power up against righties from 92 to 97, against lefties from 83 to 91. His plate vision went up from 52 to 62. The clutch is in the 90s, the discipline's in the 90s, and the contact was already in great spots. It's up 81 to 87, and then 77 to 79. So he's insane, and the MVP. He is the MVP. 187 hits, which I think is probably tops. Not tops, actually, but close to it, I'm sure. 60 home runs, which I'm sure is tops. 134 RBIs, which could be tops. 336 average, probably not tops, but he's definitely a Triple Crown candidate. You know, definitely a threat. But the 60 home runs, you don't hit 60 home runs and not win the MVP. But not only did he hit 60 home runs with over 100 RBIs, obviously, but he did all that with a 336 average. His OPS ended up being 1.187. Somehow finding a way to get his OPS up higher. Good for a WAR of 10.6. He is starting to put himself on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He's got to keep this up for a while still. He's definitely going to get himself into the Hall of Very Good very soon at this rate. But he is all of a sudden on a Hall of Fame trajectory. Again, that means that, you know, he needs to maintain this pace. Maybe not this year's pace, but like maybe this year's pace, or even maybe this year's. But he's getting to the chance to make an argument for why he would make the Hall of Fame. We've got one more year on his deal, which is very team friendly. Although in real life he's got a lot more years on his deal, but it is still team friendly, and he's satisfied. So we're gonna go through now. I'm gonna sort this by at bats, I guess. No, I guess we'll just still do it by home runs, and we will tally the home runs and runs scored for this year, starting with. I'm going to do the runs scored first. I don't care as much about that. The goal is 1,000. 34 for Sogard, 32 for Jace, 30 for Nottingham, 58 for Avisail, 37 for Vogelbach, 107 for Urias, 91 for Arcia, 117 for Tyrone Taylor, 81 for Narvaez, 131 for Yelich, 109 for Braun, 129 for Castanera, and 104 for Jed Jerko. Puts us at 1,060 runs. Nice. Now the home runs. The goal is to break the record, which is 307. 9 for Sogard. 5 for Peterson. 11 for Nottingham. 20 for Garcia. 18 for Vogelbach. 33 for Urias. 38 for Arcia, 41 for Taylor, 28 for Narvaez, 60 for Yelich, 49 for Braun, 54 for Hura, 47 for Jed Jerko. Puts us at a combined total, not counting players that may have gotten sent down or traded or September call-ups or pitchers. A combined total of a record-shattering 413 home runs as a team. Insane. I was not expecting that type of run with this team. I'm not complaining. This was absolutely one of the more fun teams I've played with, more fun runs I've had since starting these beginner runs. We'll do the continuing franchise. Jed Jerko's getting the postseason MVP and World Series MVP. Christian Yelich gets the regular season MVP. Don't think I get a Cy Young award. I'll probably get reliever of the year for Josh Hader, rookie of the year for Tyrone Taylor, or someone else. I don't know. I got plenty of rookies. We'll take the awards. Omar Narvaez takes World Series MVP with a 4.62 average, 3 home runs, 3 RBIs. That's absolute bullshit. I know for a fact that Jed Jerko had more than 3 home runs, had more than 3 RBIs. Probably not a 4.62 average, though. Jed Jerko does take the postseason MVP award, though, with his 4.63 average, 15 home runs, 18 RBIs. Tyrone Taylor gets a Silver Slugger for the outfield. Ryan Braun gets one as well, and Christian Yelich. Wow, so we had a Silver Slugging outfield. And I agree with all 3 of those guys finishing over Will Myers and Mookie Betts. Cool. Orlando Arcia finished 3rd at shortstop. I'm totally fine with Tatis winning him. Tatis didn't win. I'm sorry, Seager winning over him, but I'm also kind of fine with Tatis finishing above him. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. Nothing for 3rd base. Castanera gets it at 2nd base. Totally deserved. Jed Jerko finished 2nd at 1st base, and I think I'm going to call bullshit. 10 more home runs is kind of a big deal. 10, I mean, we're talking the difference between a solid 30 and an amazing 40, or an amazing 40 and a crazy 50, or a crazy 50 and an unheard of 60. You know what I mean? Like 10 is a big difference. Um, Although the average of 16 points is a big difference, and then the 11, or not 11, the 13 are really, I don't know. I guess that could go either way. Nothing for catcher. Brandon Woodruff finished second, or I'm sorry, third for pitching. Gold gloves. I'm not expecting any gold gloves, really, not with this defense. We were bottom of the barrel defense as a team, so. Yeah, Hank Aaron Award goes to Christian Yelich for the at least third straight year. Rookie of the Year, I'm surprised that Tyrone Taylor did not get it. That's bullshit. Ian Anderson got it. I don't think that's well deserved at all. Ethan Small finished third. That's kind of crazy to me. Reliever of the Year goes to Josh Hader. I agree with that for sure. Probably the best reliever in all of baseball by the looks of it, between the AL and NL. So if the third straight year Hader wins it. Batting title goes to Freddie Freeman, who tied. Christian Yelich tied with Freeman for the batting title. But by the looks of it, 134 RBIs. Did anyone pass that? Oh, yeah, Manny Machado. Okay, so no Triple Crown for Yelich. And Cy Young goes to Corbin Burns. That's bullshit. Brandon Woodruff should have won it. He had a much lower ERA and only 11 less strikeouts. MVP goes to Christian Yelich, with Machado finishing second, and then Hira finishing third. That's fine. Top three for Hira. Yelich gets his second in 3 years for MVP, although I think he got robbed in 2019. I'm not even a Brewers fan, really, but I think Christian Yelich had a better year than Bellinger. I will say this till I cannot speak no more. Christian Yelich, I think, deserved the MVP in 2019 for the NL. The only reason he did not get it is because he got hurt and missed time in September. Had he not missed that time, he wins the NL MVP for back-to-back seasons. All the more reason why I think he's on a Hall of Fame trajectory. He's not a lock by any means, but he's certainly working his way to getting. If he stays at this pace, he will be. I think Yelich should have finished first for MVP. And if he doesn't win it, if Yelich does not get MVP because he missed time in September, I think Cody Bellinger, who should have finished third for MVP, finishes second for MVP if Yelich doesn't get it at all because of the injury. And in that case, I think who should have gotten it if it wasn't Yelich, and again, not Bellinger, Ronald Acuna Jr. You do not have a 40-40 season, granted he didn't, but you don't come as close as he did without getting MVPs. He should have won the MVP. I'm sorry. 40-40 is too crazy, and on top of being a solid fielder. You know, he's not a great fielder, he's not going to win gold gloves, but he's a solid fielder. He can hold his own. But an MVP for Yelich. So that's nice. So this would have been a three-peat. So we'll go to the Diamond Dynasty here. We'll take a look at the Milwaukee team affinity. See how far I got, what I unlocked. We're up to 40%. So I got up to 76 for the points here. I got the Corey Ray card, the team affinity packs, the Lorenzo Cain, face of the franchise, which is kind of crazy to me, but whatever. Why not Braun Yelich in the other team affinity packs? Up next, so here's how things are going to work. I got to look at this really quick. So up next is going to be the Angels. I have 15 save files now because I've done these 15 teams here. Before I start the Angels, I'm going to have to go through and delete all of 15 of my March to October save files to get these 15. So what I'm going to do before I start the Angels at some point tomorrow is I'm going to load up all 15 of these and just kind of jot down who had like the most home runs and like who's my best hitter, who's my best pitcher, and what my team totals were for postseason and regular season. So that way I can kind of do a review at the end of everything. Angels are going to be fun because I can finally play with Mike Trout on beginner. I'll get Albert Pujols hopefully back up and running a little bit. Shohei Ohtani on beginner. Anthony Rendon, I just used him on the Nationals, but so be it. So that'll be fun. And then the last thing I will do, and they actually have some solid pitching now, because like Dylan Bundy, for example, has had a great turnaround for year. Last thing I do, open up any packs I got between the start and finish of my Brewers run. We'll start with this. Wiggler Slam, right-handed one. Take that. Choose one pitcher. I own the David Price card, the Goose Gossage card, the Lee Smith. So it's between Fergie Jenkins, Cliff Lee, and Ron Guidry. I'm going to go with Cliff Lee. Not that I ever care about those. Got 9 of these to open. I'm not expecting anything crazy out of these, so I'm just going to square them because I'm tired and I want to get this over with. Ah, shit. I just put a Danny Echeverry in my squad. I did not mean to do that. I'm going to change that. I don't even know who I took out. Yeah, again, can you tell I'm tired? Joe Kelly. Love you, Joe Kelly. I sat with his wife for the 2018 ALCS Game 2 in Fenway. Jorge Soler, not bad. Solar power. And then 2 regular packs as well. And that's that. Okay, so I gotta go back to where I gotta go to my team quick and take a Danny Echeverry out. Oh, so I definitely just had Tatis there. This Correa card's actually higher overall than Tatis. Tatis got him against contact against righties. Correa, big difference in the contact against lefties. Tatis got him against righties. Correa's got him against lefties. Solid difference in the play vision. Tatis got him in the speed and stealing. Correa's got him in arm strength. And arm accuracy by a lot. And fielding. Wow, this Correa card is actually better. Holy shit. That's wild. I'm not going to get rid of the Tatis card, though. I like Tatis better than Correa. I don't think I have anyone that can replace anyone right now. No. No. Oh, he's not going to get replaced. Are you kidding me? No. No. It's amazing to me that the Juan Soto Live Series card is actually better than the Juan Soto Face of the Franchise card. Better contact and against righties and lefties. The power for the Face of the Franchise is 1 tick better. But the Live Series is better against lefties. Better vision. Face of the Franchise has better speed, stealing, and fielding. But I don't want to sacrifice 12 and 17 for contact, 8 for power against lefties and vision for some fielding. I don't care too much about that. So, doubt this card gets replaced anytime soon either. And then, yeah, this is like the one that's not going to move ever. So, oh, I didn't look at my bench. Nope. Nope. Oh, because that's my pinch. That's my power pinch hitter. My pinch hitter against righties. My pinch runner. So I need to find someone with speed that even comes close to Trey Turner's. 97, but Turner's a better hitter. Yeah, nope. Didn't look at my pitching either. Shit. So, DeGrom. Yeah, DeGrom's not going to be able to take anyone's place. Ken Giles. That's actually a close one, but I'm going to stick with Giles. Alright, that's that. I'm going to head out of here and start